I don't know if you've ever been in this space before, or if you are in this space or going through this. I'm in this zone in my life where I am just needing more time with me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm needing more time with me alone. I'm needing more commitment from me. I'm needing more structure from me. I'm finding that I'm requiring more solitude. And I am someone who I have a good group of friends. I really do. I'm so grateful for them, who show up for me and I show up for them. And, that is how I operate. I'm there for people. I come from a big family and we support each other. We are locked in. I'm not one of those people that really understand when people say that they are at odds with their family. That's just not how I've grown up. But I'm I don't know what's been going on, but I'm realizing that I've always been someone who needed me time. If you've looked at any of my other videos, you'll see that, I do a lot of MT days, and I have been doing them for about 15 years now, where it's just days where I just spend time with myself. I do a lot of date nights, solo date nights. It's just something, I'm at this place in my life where it feels like I'm just requiring more alone time. And that's from everybody. And, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But it's, sometimes I feel like I spend time really checking in to see, like, what's happening. You know what I mean? But I also feel like I'm on the verge of something different in my life, in a good way. Like, there's a change coming about. I feel growth happening, and I feel elevation happening. I feel that I need to be in a different headspace for what is next, for the kind of blessings that are coming next. You know what I mean? I got to make sure that I'm grounded in myself. I think too often things happen, we become successful, more successful, different careers, relationships, all of the things happen in life. And I think that if you aren't grounded in who you are, you can be easily swept away. You can easily be convinced that you are someone that you aren't. And I feel like I'm going to another level in my life. And I feel like I am spending time making sure that I am prepared. Only in this moment, talking to you, that I just recognize that. I am spending more time making sure that I am prepared. I don't want to be one of those people that turn into someone that they are not. That's always actually been a fear of mine. I've always had this conversation with God where I said, yes, there are things that I want to acquire and aspire to be, and levels of success that I would like to have. But I've always said, God, if I will turn into one of those people who become someone that they aren't, if I become selfish, if I become big-headed or ego-driven, I don't even deserve it. If I'm one of those people that will forget about the people that help them, that will forget about their family, their friends, that move in circles where they need yes men and yes women, I don't deserve it. It's not a life that I deserve. And honestly, it's not a life that I want. And so I'm realizing in this moment that's what's happening. I'm going through this phase in my life where I'm requiring more time alone to make sure that I'm ready for the next level. I could do a dance. I could do a dance on that one right there. I'm making sure that I'm ready for the next level. And I want to be ready. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be ready. I want to be ready. I want to still be who I am. I don't want to compromise who I am. I don't want to compromise my morals, my values, because those are mine. Now, everybody can do whatever they want, but I'm saying mine are mine, and I want to keep them intact. And so It's been interesting. It's been interesting to feel more needy. You know what I mean? Like, and not needy from anybody but myself. I feel more needy. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it at all, because now listen, I love me some me now. I love me some me more than I love anything or anybody in this world. I love me some me, you know? And so, if you are also in that space in life where you feel more needy of yourself, where you feel like you are requiring more time alone, where you feel like you are requiring more distance, know that that is not a bad thing. You've not committed some transgression against society or the people that you care about and love. That just means you are needing something from yourself right now. And as givers, let's talk about that. As givers, sometimes it is difficult to separate ourselves because we are so used to providing. We are so used to showing up for. We are so used to being relied upon. And that's okay. You can be all of those things. You can be all of those things, but at some point, it's imperative that you step back and give yourself what you need. It's imperative that you listen to what you are feeling. It's imperative that you dance to the beat of the drum that only you can hear. Because, life is difficult. They try to make it seem like, like we make life difficult. Well, I do believe that humans, we make life difficult. I do believe that. We've made the construct of life, the what life's essence was supposed to be, we've made it way more difficult than it has to be. But now that we are here, and now that it has been made difficult, they act as if somehow we are just complaining, that we aren't living in, like as if we aren't just living in the essence of what life is. You're right, because we got to climb through a lot of the BS that society has conditioned us to believe and to think and to expect. We've got to, if you are somebody that can make it out of that conditioning, woo. But part of that, I think the only way to make it out of that conditioning is to spend time with yourself. It's to make sure that you are getting what you need. Man, life is so beautiful. It really is. And I am learning every day to be more grateful. I believe that you should start your life off with gratitude. Like you should start your life off with gratitude. But I also believe that it is very, very difficult because society tries to drain everything from you. They try to drain everything from you, and they want to tell you who you are, who you aren't, and then you are left with trying to figure out how to get some sense of normalcy in a world that has become far beyond what one could even consider to be normal. We live in a society where we value money over life. We value money over life. We value output over the people that's actually doing the work. Yeah, I'm telling you. If you in this season, go with it. Lean into it. Because something's on the other side of this. Something's on the other side of this. And I feel it. There feels like there's this elevation that is just like right there. Because sometimes when you feel like you are going through some of your toughest moments, I feel like in the last few years personally, I've had some of the toughest moments of my life. I have, just loss, you know what I mean? And just sadness. But I feel like I've just been really being grateful and fighting through and trying to stick to business and remembering that there are people that are counting on me. And sometimes that can take a toll on you, you know? That can take a toll on your mental health. That can take a toll on, you know, relationships with those people. But there feels like there's a shift happening. It feels like there's a shift happening, and that so every time I look around. So I know, like a lot of people, you see these numbers. I see 444 a lot. You know, in research, I've seen that, like, you know, basically this means that, like, everything will be okay. You're heading in the right direction. And I'm constantly reminding myself, like, we're going in the right direction. Now, you might not see the end of the road. You might not see what's all the way down here. But you know you just came from that way. And so ain't no sense of going back that way, because we know what we're going to get. But if we just keep on marching forward, there's something on the other side of this. There's something on the other side of your depression. There's something on the other side of your sadness. There's something on the other side of your loss. There's something on the other side of your unemployment. There's something on the other side of your fallout with friends that you've been loyal to. There's something on the other side of this. There's something on the other side of being left out, you know? It is okay. You came in here alone, and you're going to have to ride this journey alone sometimes. And the quicker you recognize that being alone ain't as bad as they tell you, the better off you'll be, and the more prepared you'll be. Because, see, when you are prepared, when you are, you know, okay with walking, you know, a journey alone, if everybody fall off, what does it matter to you? You know? Yeah. There's this cosmic shift happening, and I'm showing gratitude in advance. You know, I'm showing gratitude in advance, because, you know, I am a firm believer that what God has for me is for me, and that you can't take it, you know, and what God has for you is for you, that I can't take it and nobody else can, you know, because it is yours. I hope you were encouraged, you know. Life is not easy. Don't let them make you believe it is. Keep pushing, keep marching. We've been back there already. We don't need to go back. We don't see the end up here, but we know that it's not where we just came from, you know. And you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. This view. As always, I love you and I appreciate you for watching and for listening. I know you could be looking at anybody else's content, but you stopped my way, and I definitely appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.